All right. You guys, this is my fourth time making this video. I made it 3 times. Well, I made it 2 times and I messed up. So then I made it a third time. The last one, it was perfect. And then I forgot to record myself. So here I am, fourth time. Let's hope it works. Okay. So we are going to be using area models and finding these areas using 3 different ways. So the essential question is, why can you multiply to find the area of a rectangle? All right, remember, you can do this. You're capable of doing these hard things. You got this. And if you want to know a fun fact, area is something you will be learning in 4th grade too. So it's not even something so the state of Minnesota tells the teachers to work on certain things for students and to teach them new things, but area isn't even one of them. But because we were learning about perimeter, I was like, I think that they can really do area, and I want them to be ready for 4th grade. So if you're feeling like this is really hard, just know that you're doing 4th grade stuff right now. So you're really challenging your brain and you're doing a really good job. So one way, okay, let's read the problem. Christina has a garden that is shaped like a rectangle below. So this is the rectangle. Each unit square represents 1 square meter. What is the area of her garden? So one way is the way that we've learned already, and it's to count the unit squares. So I can count every unit square in her garden. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. So I know that there are 18 unit squares. So the area is 18 square meters. Square meters might sound different to you, but it is square meters because that is what Christina is measuring her garden in. Okay, sometimes in a word problem, they might say that they're measuring in inches or centimeters or square inches, or square feet. So it's important to pay attention to what the problem is telling you it is being measured in, because it could be marked wrong if you're supposed to label it. So if this wasn't here, you would have to write 18 square meters, because how do we know what it's measured in? If you were to give someone, let's say you gave someone a plan to put carpet in your house and you didn't specify if it was feet, inches, whatever, you didn't give them the label, then they wouldn't be able to do the job right. All right, another way is by using repeated addition. So you're going to count the number of rows and count the number of units in each row. So I know in this row, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 unit squares. In this row, there's also 6 unit squares. And in this row, there's 6 unit squares. So I can use repeated addition by adding 6 plus 6 plus 6. And I realize I'm going kind of fast right now, and I'm really sorry. It's hard when it's just me doing it and I don't have the class. But you know what? You can always just pause me, which is kind of cool. All right, so I have 6 rows of 3, which equals 18. So the area is 18 square meters. Now, what's cool is I can do math in multiple ways and still get the right answer. So here I counted up all the squares and I got 18. This time I added them all up and I got 18. Do what's best for your brain and what you are able to do. So now we're going on to multiplication. So this is answering that essential question. Why can you multiply to find the area of a rectangle? So I want you to think back to arrays. When I had an array, let's say I had 3 x's, kind of x's, if I could draw them properly. I have 2 rows of 3 X's. How would I find that array? Okay, I could add 3 plus 3. I could count them all up, or I could do multiplying. 3 times 2. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 unit squares in each row and 3 rows of 6. So instead of adding 6 3 times, I can do 6 times 3. And because we practice those multiplication facts on reflex and in class, this is going to probably be the easier way to do it, or the shorter way to do it. I shouldn't say easier. It might be the fastest way to do it. If you still need to do this, that is totally fine. This way, you will need to eventually learn, because sometimes at some point, all these boxes won't be in there for you. And sometimes the numbers are going to be so big that it would take way too long to count. But if you can only add right now, that is okay. So I get the answer of 18. Wow, look at that 18. So I have 6 rows of 3, which equals 18. And I already answered this question with you guys. This rectangle is like an array. How do you find the total number of squares in an array? Well, you can add, use repeated addition, count, or multiply. And we know that the area is 18. Wow, I cannot make an 8 on here. Square meters. All right, so now go ahead and do page 656, page 657, and if you're up for a challenge, go ahead and do 658. Try your best. I know you can do it.